So today's review comes courtesy of Miss Here. They sent over some beautiful Peruvian water wave, and this here is the texture. What I requested from this company was an 18 to 20s and then an 18-inch 13x4 lace frontal. Now when I requested Peruvian body wave, I knew I wanted to do when I requested Peruvian water wave, I knew that I wanted to start back playing in color. Y'all know, if y'all have been watching my videos for a while, that when I was pregnant I kind of got the mojo to start playing in color and hair dye, something that I've never really experimented with before. But you know, as I get more comfortable with hair extensions and learning how to do different things with them, I want to perfect how I dye hair as well. So this was my first time since having my daughter actually playing in some hair dye or hair bleach, with the exception of my bleaching the knots, and I think I did okay. So I'm gonna flip to the tutorial of how I bleached this hair and how I toned this hair and what I used, and I'll be right back. So this is what the hair looks like towel dried. It came out pretty much exactly how I wanted it. So I'm going to go ahead and tone it just to perfect the ends, the blonde color a little bit. When I washed it, I did wash with the, this is the generic kind from Sally's, but it's basically the generic purple shampoo. I decided to try the generic one just to see if it would come out the same, and it is a purple just like the Shimmer Lights, and as you can see here it says Shimmer Lights. So I washed with this like 3 times, and then I went ahead and conditioned really quickly with the Tresemme. My daughter's calling me, so I'll be right back. What I did with this hair was pretty simple. All I did was use the Quick Blue, or is it Quick White? Let me check. Yeah, I used the Quick Blue, and this one is extra strength, which is cool because it bleaches up to 7 levels. I was going to use the regular BW White bleach, but I knew that this one would get the job done quicker, and I did not want to leave the bleach on for too long in fear that it would completely ruin the hair. So I used maybe about 3 or 4 scoops of that with the 40 volume developer. You guys seen in the video that I left it on, or you guys seen how I did that, but I left it on for maybe about 30 to 40 minutes. 30 minutes is how long I left it on. I rinsed it out. I washed it out with the Sally's generic version of the purple shampoo, which that was my first time using the generic version, and it works really good, and you get more for I think it's a little bit less than the name brand, and you get a little bit more, and to me it worked the same. The reason I wanted to use the purple shampoo is because it helps to cancel out the brassiness in hair. You guys know that from bleaching your knots. It works the same pretty much with the length of your hair as well. If you're dyeing or bleaching your hair, a purple shampoo will help with brassiness. I've also seen that you can actually tone hair by leaving the purple shampoo or the purple conditioner in the hair like overnight, and that kind of will help to tone it. But I went ahead and used the Wella toner in the T18, and that kind of helped to give me a better, more natural and subtle color, because before it was a little bit too like yellowy orangey, and this is a little bit more pretty looking, I would say. So I left the toner on. Oh, with the toner I did a 20 volume developer, and what I did was I just did 1 part toner, 2 parts of the 20 volume developer. You guys seen I brushed it on really quickly. I left it on the towel for maybe about 20 minutes, and that's how it went from the first color from the dye to this. Toning the hair always makes it look so much better in my opinion. I did receive a little bit of shedding when detangling the hair after bleaching. So if you're gonna bleach, you know, be careful of that, and that's why I used the Quick Blue, because if I would have used the regular white BW bleach, I would have had to leave it on even longer, and I probably would have got more shedding. But it revived well. I put a little bit of my oil, my vitamin E oil in it to kind of help it not be so dry, but I did not have a problem with the brassiness. What I was gonna do, or I was planning to do, was an ombre. I wanted to do maybe about 15 minutes with the bleach on, then rinse it out, and then come up to here for maybe like another like 10 minutes, and then would have kind of been a little bit more gradient, but I kind of just ran out of time. So maybe I'll go back after the fact and redo that part. But I just wanted to share my results thus far with you guys. The hair itself is super beautiful. I love the wave pattern of it. I did come up with a new way to make my wigs, and I finally found my holy grail way of making my wigs. So the tutorial on how I make my wigs, I'm going to film tomorrow because I'm really happy with the cap I'm using now. So stay tuned for that, and I will share all the secrets and tips and tricks of how I make my wigs. Hopefully that video will be up by the end of the week. If not end of this week, it'll be up next week. And yeah, I don't have anything negative to say about the hair itself. I did not bleach the knots, so I did add my powder. The powder I added was the mineralized skin finish in the color dark. I usually use medium deep, I think it is, but I'm a little bit more tan right now, so it's a little bit too bright. So I did that one first, and then I went over it with dark, which is why it's still a little bit bright. But as you can see, it lays super flat, and that's why I like the cap that I'm using now and the technique that I'm using now. I also discovered, I think it was my last video, I said I didn't know how to really make the baby hair, and I kind of did it, and next time I'll do it even better, but having it laid flat right there. So yeah, if you want to do like highlighted ends, I would say next time I would just do like this much of it if I just wanted literally tips. I went up a little bit too high for it to be just the tips, and because I went so high, I might as well finish it off and just go ahead and do an ombre and get some chocolate brown like right in here, and that's going to make it look so much more balanced and better. But yeah, if you're trying to achieve this color with your hair, basically this is how you would get it. This is the perfect canvas if you want to do like other colors, like if you wanted blue hair or purple hair. Getting your hair lifted to at least this color will make for a great start, and that way you can just use your semi-permanent on top of this like overnight, and you'll get a bomb color at the ends. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this hair, if I'm going to just finish it off with a little bit of chocolate brown, or if I'm just going to go ahead and put some color. Either way it goes, I like my results. So leave in the comments and let me know what other colors you guys want to see from me, and other styles you want to see from me, because I do want to get back into coloring. And yeah, make sure you guys check out Miss Here. I do have their website as well as a link to this hair listed down below in the description bar. Also, don't forget to subscribe and share this video with your friends, and I'll see you in the next one.